Hi everyone, how you doing? Thanks for joining us again. So, where are we going today? Well, we're heading to Pamplona, aren't we?
We are.
And you've probably heard of it because it's famous for that bull run that they do. Where are we going to stay though, Babs?
We're seeing Aire, which is right near the city centre, so we're going to give that a try.
Yeah, there's apparently a car park opposite as well. So, we don't know where we're going to end up. We're just going to wing it today, aren't we? This is the car park over the road from the auto caravan site. To be honest, we slept here last night, cost us nothing, and it was brilliant. You're supposed to be under 6 metres, obviously we're not. And quite a few others don't seem to be under 6 metres. So we've just come in, you come up to the barrier and wait for it to open. It senses you. And some of these don't work by all accounts, but we're just going to have a little mooch around. I think maybe over that corner. Our first spot didn't actually have any electric, so we've moved to spot number 4, which is a bit closer to the main road. Here's your entrance point here. It's a little bit noisier, but you know what? We want a bit of electricity. And look at our lovely view. That's all right, isn't it? You got the ticket. And was it simple?
€10, dead simple. You basically follow some instructions. You put your number plate in,
right.
Press a few buttons, and then pay with the card. Now, there's 2 machines, one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left actually says, if this machine doesn't work, use the one on the right.
Oh, okay, so try for the one on the right then.
Straight away.
But you don't need to say which picture in.
You don't need to say which picture in because it knows how many pictures they've got and it knows how many people have paid, so therefore it'll say full on that sign outside.
So it's luck of the draw really, isn't it? You're going to either get a picture with electricity or not.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're at the bus stop. It's really close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just behind us over there is where the camping car park is. We're waiting for the number 17, but all you got to do is check on Google Maps, hit the town centre where you want to go to, and we're getting on the number 17. It's 3 stops, it said, didn't it? Should be 16 minutes to get there. So we'll see. This is great. Nice and clean. Gary asked for it in Spanish and he practiced it, and then the guy responded in Spanish and Gary didn't have a clue what he said.
No, he was asking for a card or cash.
You were stumbled as soon as he's been practicing it. So it was €3.20 for 2 of us to get into town. It's 3 stops by all accounts. I'm glad we did walk because it's quite uphill. It's a really lovely day today. We're going to go down to the square and we think there's a couple of restaurants, hopefully get a menu del dia and sit down and then go and see a few bits and pieces around Pamplona. This is absolutely fantastic. There's a massive monument here. I'm going to go over and have a look in a minute. And then you've just got absolutely gorgeous architecture. We think this is the town hall.
It's the Navarra Palace.
Oh, it's the Navarra Palace. Wow, that's incredible. It's enormous as well. And then either side, on a practical level, there's some toilets down here, and apparently according to Google reviews they're really clean. Look out this door knocker. It's a little hand. To be honest, it looks a little bit on the creepy side.
It's got a ring, so I bet it's almost like a cardinal giving you his hand to kiss his ring.
You don't want to be kissing anybody's ring, Gary. Right in the centre of the Plaza del Castillo, and it's just beautiful. All the way round you can see there's just incredible architecture. Lots of cafes and restaurants around here as well. We're thinking we'll see if we can find somewhere to eat before we move on. So we found a really nice Spanish restaurant just off the square, so often if you stay on the square you're not going to get such a great deal, and none of them look that well rated. So we found this one called Mesón Pirineo, 4.1 rated on Google. I do use that. And it's $18.90 for a menu del dia. But guess what? Comes with half a bottle of wine or a beer. Half a bottle of wine. We weren't going to drink, but Gary's persuaded now because you get half a bottle of wine for free, aren't you?
I have. Be rude not to.
It's done the Google Translate thing again. It really works out well. It just takes a picture, don't you, on Google Translate. He's doing section by section on the menu. We've got kind of a soup thing, a mushroom thing, and the yolk is popped in the middle, and it's broken in then, and the chef recommends that you mix it up. I got a beautiful goat's cheese and bacon salad. Look at that, for €18.90. Gary and I can't believe it. He's got steak and chips. Oh, they've given you ketchup. Gary doesn't have ketchup on it normally. But I've got like pork cheeks, I think, with like a beautiful sauce and mashed potatoes. Oh, we've just found out it's a tomato, not tomato sauce. That's my bad.
Oh, it's a pepper.
Oh, it's a pepper.
It's a pepper.
It's a pepper. Oh, I was going to say, fancy putting tomato sauce on it. Seemed a bit weird. Anyway, we're having a really lovely day. Guess what? It's Gary's birthday tomorrow. And we're not sure whether he's going to be driving a bit tomorrow or we can find anywhere as nice as this. So it's sort of a pre-celebration, isn't it, Bab? Final course, my goodness. So I got a tiramisu and Gary's got a cheesecake of the house. Happy with this, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff from the restaurant. We're in the old town, but there's some right weird stuff for sale. Look at this. Like, we don't even know what this is all about. But I'm trying to look for a present for Gary for his birthday, but I'm going to resist that. So we're just walking down the street, and I said to Gary, "Oh, it's quite party-ish down here," because apparently it's quite party central. And he said, "It's a bit Benidorm-ish." He goes, "Benidorm with balls." Balls as opposed to balls. But we've just seen probably the most romantic strawberries I've ever seen. I'll show you. Look at that. Look at that massive tub of strawberries, €5.50. Honestly, there's loads in there. It's got a love heart shape on it and everything. I don't really want one because I'm full and I'm not that crazy on strawberries. I reckon this street is where the balls run down, don't we?
Yeah.
There's a countdown. So it's 66 days, 20 hours, 22 minutes and 43 seconds. Well, it's 41 now.
So you've got a fair bit of time to get faster.
Well, I thought he was going to say fatter. God, I don't know if I can get any fatter. I won't be able to get down the street. But they run down these really narrow streets. Now, of course, it's enough room for a few people, but there's no way you'd get me on this street. I'd be up on a balcony as high as I could get. But that must be amazing to watch. Hey, we don't know where to start. So first of all, there's three things that are really important here. You've got the bull ring for a start, and then you've got Ernest Hemingway's statue, and Ernest Hemingway loved Pamplona, didn't he?
We did.
It's huge here, he really is. But look at that Superman. We can't stop laughing, look at... It's a proper dad Superman, isn't it? Like, the underpants on it look like wire fronts, Gary. I mean, the whole thing's hilarious. Let's go see the statue. What's important about Ernest Hemingway to Pamplona?
Right, so basically, the bull run has happened for hundreds of years, and we'll get into that later, but Ernest Hemingway wrote about the bull ring or the bull run rather, in 1927 in his book, I think it was called The Sun Always Rises.
Okay.
And that's what made Pamplona famous for the bull run.
That's an amazing sculpture. Look at the detail on his face. Here's the entrance to the bull ring, and the bulls run all the way down those streets we've just been down. They cross the road. Well, obviously they don't wait for the zebra crossing or nothing, and then and then they come down here. They're chased into there, aren't they? I know a lot of people are going to be really horrified that this stuff still happens, but it's tradition for these guys, you know.
Yeah. And it's actually protected in the Spanish Constitution.
Is it really?
Yeah, the art of bull
fighting.
Bullfighting, yeah, it is.
So Gary's just saying that PETA, the animal rights people, they've tried to take Spain to court twice.
Yeah,
over...
European Court of Human Rights and the High Court and everything.
Yeah.
And basically twice they've been told that no, it's protected in the Constitution and therefore can't be ruled against in a court of law.
Interesting, I didn't know that. Outside the bull ring is like a bull sculpture, really, I suppose. I thought it was flying pigs at first, but obviously my eyesight after a couple of glasses of wine is a bit dire. There's a load of bike statues. Oh God, Gary's got to get on one. Gary, you're not allowed on them.
I can't pedal it, babe.
Well, can't get on it. What are you supposed to do? You're not even supposed to be on it. But these are brilliant. Look, there's a load of them. I thought it was a bike park. But they're all just statues of bikes. It's really artistic in Spain. Oh God, what's he getting on? Now, I swear to God, you're not allowed on any... Oh God.
This is not comfortable
Please get off the statue, Gary. I'm just going to walk past. It's embarrassing. Jesus Christ, you can't even get out of it. Oh my God, how embarrassing you are. This is what I've been dying to come and see. This is the bull run statue. It's fantastic, and it reminds me of there's there's a sculpture in Oklahoma City of all the horses and the horse run. It's just fabulous. This is much smaller than that, but it's brilliant. The most amazing moment with all these Spanish school kids. Gary's disappeared because they all came up and were talking to me. They're just really nice. Bye bye guys, nice to meet you. They are just fabulous children, aren't they? They're lovely, aren't they? Oh, it's so funny. Gary, you disappeared, left me with all, it's like the Pied Piper, like trying to get them out of bloody Spain or something. Like the teachers are like, who's there?
So the bull run started back when the farmers who bred their bulls for the local bullfight, which happened once every year, would drive the bulls in from the fields, the local fields, into the bull ring, which was here, obviously. And the local kids used to prove their bravado by trying to run in front of the bulls and then running out without getting killed. And in fact, on that, since 1910, when the records for this area started, there have been 16 deaths at the bull run caused by the bulls. A couple of recent years, in 2014, there was 35 people injured by either bulls getting gored, trampled, or injuries when they fell. So that's the history of what the bull run is. But people say it started in the 1300s. Some people say it started in the 1800s.
Right.
But what is known is in 1591, when the local fiesta for the saint, Saint Firmin, used to be held in August. It's now been brought to July to coincide with the annual state fair, which was when all this used to happen. So that's why now the bull run takes place during the Saint Firmin fiesta, the second week in July each year.
Who's with me on this? Gary's just realised that his pyjama bottoms have a rip right here on the underside of his bottom, and he wants to throw them in the bin, don't you? But I think
that's where they belong, in the bin.
But I think we should cut them there and make some bedtime shorts. What's wrong with that?
I'll have already eaten. I don't need my arse to eat anything whilst I go to bed. Too short. Jesus Christ.
Why don't we make them and try them? Give it a chance.
When we make them, you won't be able to show them on this family channel.
Okay, we'll be back in 2 seconds with the new shorts on. I'm going to cut them. Gary says you've got to give me some dignity. You can't just cut them across there. But I think they'll be fine. Okay, so here's the finished product. Let's try them on, Gary.
I don't think Armani's coming to you anytime soon.
To be honest, you can get away with them. You've got really good legs, Gary. Turn around to the back.
God, no.
There's nothing on show. There's nothing on show.
I can't enough.
Okay, people, what do you think?
No.
Pop it in the comments. Would you wear these? Just realised the value. Look, he's got the scissors. He's tidying them up a bit because he actually thinks it's a good idea to have shorts for a hot night, don't you?
Well, on the hotter nights, I suppose it's not too bad.
There you go. See, my plan has worked. So it's this one's birthday today. Happy birthday, Gary.
Thank you.
It's the 1st of May.
It is. So thank you for everybody who sent me some lovely messages this morning via Julia's Facebook page.
Facebook, Instagram, and
all of that
YouTube.
stuff.
Yeah, there was messages from everyone. Thank you very much this morning. So it was lovely and sunny yesterday in Pamplona, but crikey, how the day has turned. Look, it's all sort of steamy windows, as Tina Turner would say, and it's pouring with rain here. Right, actually in this air last night, wasn't it, in the end?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
We're just going to fill up on some services, aren't you? Going to do the water, empty the loo, all of that.
Yeah.
We've learned, haven't we? Never pass up an opportunity. If there's water to be had, fill up. Don't worry about like it's going to be more petrol driving and all that. You don't know when you're next going to get it, do you?
That's right.
So we take advantage every single time we're at a place. We do everything. We fill up everything, we empty everything, we make sure we go out as full and empty as possible, don't we?
That's right.
This looks all right. Is there 2 bays then?
There's 2 bays, yeah.
Okay, these are the bays. That's actually quite good. Like Gary was saying, the water's on this side, so this is easier for us. It's right terrible weather today, so it's really, we're lucky for yesterday, aren't we?
Yes, it was really nice yesterday in Pamplona, wasn't it?
It was, and we're very high up. We're heading down to San Sebastian now. So we've arrived at a campsite, and it's just before we get to the French border. I'll put the location down below. Anyway, the guy's gone to have a little look for a spot. He says there is something. It's not the cheapest. It's €16 for the motorhome. Then you need to pay €6 per person, and then you pay €6 for electricity. So it starts to mount up a little bit. However, it is this guy's birthday, and I think we should do it. So there's a great little restaurant by the campsite. We've decided to come and stay in. Just got to show you our dinner because it looks so good. Gary got a steak. You love a steak, don't you? And it was plus €4, so 17 for your menu del dia, which is super cheap anyway. And then it was plus 2 for mine. I've got pork cheeks. Happy birthday to Gary. We've got a bottle of wine here, and Gary said a couple of mouthfuls in it will get better. So cheers, happy birthday, big boy. See? Well, we slept all right, didn't we, last night, Babs?
Yeah, it was quite enough.
I won't spin the camera around because Gary's getting changed. He's got no top on. Wood woo. It was all right last night. We did sleep okay. Looks like he's ready. So I think it's dear, personally. What do you think?
I think it's dear as well. I also don't like the fact that they charge for people and a van. I think it's silly.
Yeah, you can't exactly get in without someone driving, can you?
One, there isn't the other, is there?
So I had a shower this morning, which they're all right, but they're a bit skinny. I'll show you in a second what they look like. They've got a laundry here, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they've got one washing machine, one dryer. It's €4 for the washer. We didn't use it because people had their washing on top of it, so there's obviously a queue. The problem when you've got one washing machine is you can't guarantee you can get it washed, can you? No. Here's our spot. And the problem you've got is they've got some trees either side, so you've got to be careful as you pull out. And then you've got a little ramp here, take you up to the toilets and the bathrooms. The ladies are up this side, and then the men's are here. Showers. They're quite clean, to be honest. The accessible one is quite large, so that's all right. But here's your average one. Now, I came in this morning, I thought, God, there's nowhere to put your clothes. But just behind the door, like magic, there is like a little coat hook. It is skinny, and it is one of them that you have to hold down. So it kept going off. It's all right. I thought how clean it is. There's plenty of showers here. There's a baby changing table over there as well. Laundry. Oh, and sod's law. It's empty now. But yeah, €4 for that. And it looks like €4 for your dryer as well. Because here's your drop for your grey. But look, it's literally as you're supposed to come out of here and do your drop before you head up that slope. Very awkward for ours because it doesn't align properly. He's going to try and get out. He's going to turn a little bit to the right to give himself some swing room. But it's a right tight little turn in here. It's maybe got a bit more room. We're worried about the top hitting this balcony, you see. You can come forward, got a bit more room. Loads of room, Bab. It is tight. So because they've got the trees either side, and there's one in the centre, hold on. Stop. That's it. It actually doesn't seem as bad as he's doing it. Not too bad. It's easier if your vehicle's not 7.5 metres or whatever. You wouldn't want a really long one down here. It's a bit awful, wasn't it?
It was. It was very close to that tree. That's dangerously positioned for something our size. You shouldn't have put us in that one.
No. I don't think any of them were that great for our size, were they?
No.
We're on our way. We have to wait for the gate to open as well then, don't we?
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we have to do anything? Oh, God. Oh, flipping! I think I'll go in to ask them to open it then.
There was a woman sat there, and she was on her phone, so she didn't see us.
Oh, I see.
She has to press that button.
Right, that's us on our way now, isn't it?
It is.
We're going to do a little bit of shopping this morning because it's a lot cheaper in Spain than it is in France, not just for your fuel, but also for a bit of food and that. So we're going to get a couple of bits of supplies, aren't we, babes?
Yeah, we are.
And then we're heading into France, where we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give us a big like. If you're feeling frisky, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next time. Take care. Love you loads, guys. Ta-ra. Bye.